Hey there, comic friends and fiends! It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. Thank you all for joining me on this impromptu scheduled Thursday get-together because we have the new BAM comic subscription box. They changed the box. Applaud to them. And I can tell right now out of the bat, it's probably layered the slab and the book. So anyways, if you don't know about this box, let me give preface. So this is the third month this BAM subscription box has been out. And it includes one graded slab that's signed, one raw book, and then a comic book mount to hang it on the wall for $79 subscription book there. So before the boxes were really big and they had them side by side, I'm guessing they're one on top of the other. But before we get into it, Sarah, let's say hello to those of you guys who decided to show up this afternoon on this quick throw together list. Crucius, as always, happy to have you here. Sold Twice, hey, our secret project arrived today as well too, so I'll be getting that prepped, just so you know. Well, code, because we don't want a certain someone to know about. James Willie, how are we doing? I got your post stuff here, but you know about that. Pocan Joe, how you doing, man? Glad to have you checking out what's going on. Sapphire Glade Comics. My guess is that you'll be right behind. I mean, they're coming out of Texas, and it's just a matter of ship times. I know that anything that seems to be coming wet from about Texas west tends to move. It seems pretty quick. And then everything going east tends to go. I don't know where you're located, but that's just been my experience. Reichert Comics, hi, how you doing? And Maggie Jones, thank you for stopping in. Glad to have everybody here with us. So again, BAM I'm gonna have to stop putting this next to my monitor. I'm hitting my monitor, shaking the camera. BAM Comics box, subscription box. Right now it is by far one of my favorite subscription boxes. As a matter of fact, I canceled my Comic Tom box, not because it wasn't decent value for less than $40, but because it was mostly stuff that was like I wasn't really super into. But as we know, I'm into slabs and I'm into signed slabs. So the fact that you're going to get me a 9.8 graded slab plus another copy of that book for $79, it's hard not to go for that. So this month's theme was, I think it was X. So my speculation, or it was teams, something like that. My speculation was we were going to see like the new X-Men series here, but we'll see. While we're here, I also want to remind everybody, if you haven't already watched the 500 subscriber giveaway, after this, go check it out to find out. Make sure you're registered for the 500 giveaway. We're only like, well, as of before this, it was like 5 away. We'll do the 500 giveaway. Got a bunch of cool prizes to give away to everybody. Anyways, so here we go. We'll open up the BAM Comics box. Open it up. Okay. Ooh, interesting. So we do have Wolverine #2. This is the Inyuk Lee variant from Unknown Comics. I don't know if everybody's getting the same book. This old man Eddie gets these, and he seems to have paid him a little bit more attention. He seemed to think that he was under the impression not everybody was getting the same book anymore, like the first 2 rounds. I don't know if that's true or not. I know that this book is obviously was released a while ago. I have a copy, and issue 2 is there is a while ago. But this is signed by Ben Piercy, which I don't have on my copy at home. Let me see if I can get this with the glare. Just nothing but glare this time of day coming in. You can see me there. Now you just get my fan going whoop, 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 whoop around there. So there's our graded slab book. And then underneath here, oh, wow. So underneath this insert comes out, and in here is our mount and the raw book, which is just kind of thrown in there. And the mount was hanging on it. So from a preservation standpoint, I mean, it's not great. I guess the theory argument is, hey, you already have a 9.8, you don't need a 9.8 here. But hey, so let's see. Do comics ever come higher than 9.8? Yeah, a 9.8 is well, a 9.8 is the highest. That's where the starting point for CGC and CBCS for the most part for a book that is in basically mint condition. Now there is 9.9 and 9 and 10. Those are very rare, and as it has been described, as they have to have plus attributes. So a 9.8 allows for the normal manufacturing and distribution process. So you can have some very minor flaws from a binding defect, or a minor smudge or something that's caused from just the normal handling process of the book. Whereas like a 10, for example, would be a book that has zero of that, and you wonder, how was this even made through through the machining process, because the machining process is going to introduce stuff. But yeah, as Sapphire is pointing out, I do have sitting here a 9.9 Last Ronin copy there. So that is an example. When you get into other brands for grading, there's I have several 10s that are PGX, but they grade their stuff a little bit different. Dale Suspense, hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining us here. Yeah, maybe a reader card. Well, actually, I'm so I say that, but reader copy. We've is all subjective, I suppose. There are a bunch of little minor things along the spine. A little bit of there's definitely most of the issue, if I can get it to focus at all, is there in that corner. Um, so look, it's still a near mint minus book. It's not a bad book by any stretch of the imagination, but for a modern book, if you're trying to get money out of it, that's not what you're going to get out of the second book. But that's okay. The whole intent is they're giving you one to read, and they're giving you one to collect. All right. Yeah, exactly. Hey man, that's the goal, right? To get to that 500. When we get to the 500, I'll recap real quick, just so you guys can tell your friends, or if you haven't already signed up or whatever below, we'll be giving away. One person's going to get a whole stack of these, which is 2099 books. Ghost Rider 2099 number 1, Hulk 2099 number 1. First appearance of Hulk 2099 number 1 in 2099 Unlimited. The X-Men 2099 number 1. They'll get Ravage 2099 number 1, Punisher 2099 number 1, Doom 2099 number 1, and Spider-Man 2099 number 1. So a whole bunch of that is one of the prizes. And then we also have the Batman 92, the 1 in 25 variants in a 9.8. We have a 9.2 first appearance of Cloak and Dagger in Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, and we have a 9.8 Venom issue 3 first appearance of Null, signed by Tyler Kirkham on the Tyler Kirkham variant. So that is there. So yeah, by all means, if you haven't signed up for the 500 subscriber giveaway, click on the video, look for that video in my link, view it, hit the hashtag friends and fiends, and you'll be eligible for there when we get there. Let's see what else we got going on here in the chats. People showing up. Shattered Glass Reviews. Hello, how are you? Nick Kicks and Comics. I guess maybe he found out that I lied, that I wasn't doing my hair later today. Sean, I want you to have them, man. And actually, there's a couple people who are interested in this 2099. When I put them there, I thought it would be kind of clever because people talked about me in 2099 so much, and since I've shown it. That's probably the one thing the most feedback I've gotten from people has been they're really interested in those 2099's books, and those are all in probably. One of them might be a 9.2, but they're all mostly 9.6 or better type range condition. So those are all really good books. I didn't just give off like junk for my stuff. Good. Nick's doing his hair now. He's got a haircut just like me usually, except he's a little bit of a hippie sometimes with that 1/16 inch shadow. So for those of you guys who just coming in late, what we were doing the BAM comic box. They redesigned their box. This book was this month's, or at least what I got this month. I don't know if everybody's getting this book, Wolverine #2, signed by Ben Piercy, along with the raw book, and of course a comic mount, which I love these because this is the exact same comic mount I use to mount all my books on the wall. And since I've been looking to expand the number of books that are on the wall, getting these has been helpful because cuts down on my having to pay for extra. So that's great for me. Hey, also a couple of you guys have asked about the Rob Fat Stax mugs that you saw go out. And even somebody asked me about shirt. So I had some issues with a supplier on those, but some of that might be resolved, it seems now. So there's actually a link down below to the merch store. If you're really that keen on having my face on a coffee mug looking at you in the morning, it's there. There's a pint glass too, in case you just fancy a pint. Anyways, I'm not here to sell my schlock. I'm just here to have fun with y'all. That's all I had today, really, was just the BAM box. That's all, at least that's the big thing for here. And to talk about the 500 giveaway, which we did. So, yeah. Thanks for coming by. Real short, real simple, real easy. Lemon squeezy. I didn't even have to buy you dinner. Until next time, guys, just, collect what you like and don't be a dick. That's somebody else. That's Taylor's. Be with, you know what I mean. Buy what you like, collect what you like. Don't listen to anybody, including myself, because I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.